Hello, everyone. This weekend's boxing. Um, this weekend's boxing in the UK. I've highlighted some UK stuff actually, non-televised though. In America, huge boxing in America. But as I always say, I'm not a keen observer of American boxing, mainly because of the time difference. Really, you know, if American boxing was on 7 till 10 p.m., I'd probably watch it as much as I watch the English stuff. But when you're getting up at 5 in the morning to watch the main event, and then the next day, like when you already know the result of the fights, I'm not overly fussed. We'll start in the UK though, give some lesser known fighters a shout out. People that watch my videos, they're probably big boxing fans, so you might know some of these. And if you don't, you might find these kids that I want to mention now could be the next big thing eventually. So basically, I went on the schedule box rec, and I think these are the boys' clubs, NAGBCs, CYPs, whatever they're called. I won them, 2011 national champion. Anyway, these are the 2024 version, I think. But it's on the schedule, and I noticed a few names. Sam Norris is fighting Hamilton Patrick Joyce. I know Hamilton Joyce because I saw him spar one of my lads years ago, and the kid, my lad, he was a grown bloke at the time, and he's a bloody handful for anybody. And I watched him spar Joyce, and I thought, this kid's incredible, really good. So I've always kept my eye on him since, and he's had a lot of success. I think it was the ABA final last year. Must only still be young to be in these, because I think that's what they are. He's very good. And Sam Norris, I think, beat a friend of mine who was a good fighter who's just turned pro. So that is a good bout. Other names in there I recognise: William Tyers from Billingham. His brother's just signed with Frank Warren. He can fight. James Dean Fury, which will be Peter Fury's. I think he's Peter's, I want to say, nephew. I know he does some training with Peter. He can fight. I think that's the northern bracket, I'm guessing, because on the southern bracket, not so familiar. Only name I recognise there is a Joachim Johnson. He was going to box a kid that's just turned pro that I train and manage, Calvin Mayo, and I knew he could fight a bit. So they're not televised, but the names I've just mentioned there and the ones that I haven't, you can see the full schedule on BoxRec. That's in 5 years' time. I reckon out of them, Paul Smith. I wonder if that Paul Smith's kid as well. Maybe, could be actually. I reckon out of that list there of however many fighters there is, because there's a fair few, about 32 fighters there. In 5 years' time, at least 3 of them will be British professional champions. I would hazard a guess. When I won the boys' clubs, Jack Cattrall lost in the final. Lawrence Okoli won his final. Ted Cheeseman won the final. Harvey Horn won his final. I won mine. Do you know what I mean? Like, these are the cream of the crop of the youth that are coming through. So I wanted to mention them. People might think, what are you on about? I'm not interested. But they deserve a mention, because like Hammy Joyce, he's a real talent. William Tyers is good as well. And all the other kids, even the kids I don't know on there, obviously, they'll all be shit hot to get to that stage. So congrats from all and good luck. Also, Saturday, there's a show. I think it's a Ryan Rose, Steffi Bull show. Local interest for me, some good fighters on there as well. Garside Harrison rematch for the area title. Curtis Woodhouse trains a kid, Gideon Anabai from Doncaster. He can fight the kid, to be honest. And so can Louis Sylvester, Ahmed Gaz. I might go down and watch it. Moving on to the big time boxing in America. First of all, Friday, which is today, Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis is boxing. He's boxing a fellow that weighed in 6 pound overweight. If one of my kids' opponent weighed in 6 pound over, which has happened in the past, but there was boxing a journeyman at the time, so the bout continued. But at this level, I'm not sure I would. But Keyshawn Davis, I've seen a bit of him. He looks the real deal, to be fair. Abdullah Mason, I've seen a lot of highlight clips. Will I watch? I'm not sure it's available to watch in the UK. But again, if it was on at a decent time, I would watch. Now, anyway, to the big show of the weekend. Joan Ennis and Bam Rodriguez are both boxing. Now, I won't stay away because I'm boxing in 6 weeks myself. But if I was likely to stay away from American boxing, this would probably be it. Joan Ennis, is a pound for pound talent, and Jesse Rodriguez is a pound for pound superstar already. Not just a talent, he has the wins in the locker. Karin Zhukazadzian, I believe is how you pronounce the fella's name. Not familiar with him, but Jaron Ennis, I enjoy watching Jaron Ennis. I don't watch him live, as I said. I watch a lot of his highlight clips. I watch a few of his full fights as well. He looks the real deal. Him and Crawford been talked about. I don't see that happening, to be honest. But Ennis could very possibly be of that level. Jesse Rodriguez, Bon Rodriguez, one of my favourite fighters in boxing currently. I watched his fight with Sonny Edwards live, which was a brilliant fight. Rodriguez, box, punch. He's got it all, really. I think he's outstanding. That, I believe, that'll be available on DAZN, because that will be a Matchroom card, I presume. So yeah, that's definitely worth a watch. Anyone thinking, shall I watch any boxing this weekend? It's on the TV. That could well be worth a late night or setting the alarm for, because they are two outstanding talents. Also Raymond Ford, who I last saw box Nick Ball. I don't think he's boxing. He can fight as well, another world-class talent. Then you got Khalil Coe and Austin Williams, we've seen on Matchroom shows before. Good fighters. Ernesto Mercado, I have not seen, but I saw him called Jack Catchell old. And when people start getting called old and they're younger than you, it starts to hurt your feelings a little bit. So I saw it and I thought, what do you mean, old? I thought, if he's old, what am I? What's everyone else? When I say I'm old and people are older than me, they're like, what are you talking about? You're young. So I don't know who he is, but he must be good. He has to be good talking like that. And the last one on the show that I want to mention is Zaquin Moses. I believe that's Shakur Stevenson's cousin. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. He apparently beat the kid from Mayweather's gym, the kid that turned pro really young, whose name has escaped me, but apparently he beat him in the amateurs. So that is a good card, and I'm tempted to set an alarm, to be honest. But with the Fisher fight not quite around the corner, but not far away, I probably won't. But yeah, the boys' clubs. The Northern, I presume the semi-finals, I could be wrong, but I think the semi-finals, they're at the Jubilee Sports Bank in Liverpool, and they would, any boxing, like proper, if you're a boxing fan, you want to watch some top-class boxing, and I presume it won't be mad expensive, that would definitely be worth going down to watch, because there's some kids on there that are watching the amateurs who are very, 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 very good. Definitely worth a watch. But that is, that's today's video. Thank you for watching.